You looking for a fight? A final fight? Hold my milk. Today we're going to be looking at the Final Fight Arcade 1-Up cabinet. This was one that piqued my interest once I saw it announced. It's part of the second wave of the cabinets, and I think it's pretty darn cool looking. You got all the great Final Fight artwork on here. I think it really looks pretty slick. So along with Final Fight, which is a great beat 'em up game, you also have Ghosts and Goblins, a platformer, 1944 Loop Master, which is a top-down vertical shooter, and Strider, another great platformer. All, of course, from Capcom. So, let's see how it plays. So, starting off with controls on this cabinet. Pretty simple here. You got a joystick, of course, for movement. You have two buttons, attack and jump. This is a two-player cabinet, so those are duplicated on both sides. One player and two players start, on-off switch, and volume. Volume has three different settings: off, medium, high, or low and high. I'm not sure. It gets pretty loud, and actually I think it sounds pretty decent. Single speaker, doesn't bother me too much. Some people aren't thrilled about that. I'm okay with it. One thing a lot of people have noted is the ball tops that are on here come off as you play. So I think in a later video we're going to see if we can't fix that a little bit. But for right now, just kind of got to tighten it every once in a while. Joysticks seem pretty responsive. Really no problems there. And the buttons as well. So we'll move on to some of the gameplay here. So when you go into the game, it's going to give you a quick rundown of what the controls do. I mean, only two buttons, so not a whole heck of a lot here to learn. One thing of note, though, is it does tell you down at the bottom that to go back to the main menu, you're going to want to hold down the player 1 button for 5 seconds. So kind of need to get that. So we'll go ahead and get started here. So this is with the volume on high here. It's a little loud. If you got other things going on, it's not too bad. But when it's the only thing, we'll go ahead and turn it down. Now, Arcade 1-Up doesn't seem to put any type of filters on, so you do have the very square and noticeable pixels. Some people prefer it this way. Some people like things with the emulators where you can add scan lines and things of that nature. So, if you're put off by the square pixels and you really want the most perfect old school experience, this might not be for you. But chances are, if that's what you want anyway, you probably don't want to play it on an emulated little cabinet like this to start with. So, you can see, control seems to be going pretty good, despite my lack of skill. Alright, we'll go ahead and move on to some Ghosts and Goblins action here. I'm sure you're well aware, it's a very difficult game, and it's actually not one that I really played much of, so I'm not good at it. So have a good laugh at my expense, because I'm gonna stink. Once again, gives you the controls here as we go into it. So you got attack and jump, pretty simple. And again, hold the one player button for 5 seconds to return back to the main menu. So we'll go ahead and hit player 1 here so we can get started. Now, the square pixels are definitely really noticeable in this game. So again, depends on your preference and how you feel about that. So once again, not a game that I'm very good at here, so I'm sure that you'll see a mess up. As you go along, you lose your armor, which is, you know, not excellent, and then die and turn into a bag of bones, which that's going to happen an awful lot to me. Alright, so moving on, 1944, The Loop Master. Actually really like this game. I love shoot 'em ups, or shmups, if you prefer to call them that. So, definitely a game that gets a lot of play here for me. Again, 2 buttons, shoot and bomb. Which, when you release the bomb in here, you do a really sweet loop. I'm not sure if that's why they call it Loop Master, but that's what you do. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here. Pretty rockin' soundtrack on this one, so it's kind of fun. Now on this one, I don't think the square pixels are quite as noticeable or as big of a deal. Somebody out there might disagree with me, and sorry, I hate to, you know, keep really harping on those pixels, but it's something that seems to come up in comments and everything on other videos that I've watched, so just calling it out. So this one, a lot going on, right? As you often have in the shoot 'em up genre. So it's a little hard to kind of talk through this while I'm doing this. I mean, full disclosure, I have no idea what these points actually do for me that I keep picking up, but yeah, you got points, you got power-ups to pick up here, then you also have that one, which gives you the extra ships off the side, which is great. So I'll go ahead and I'll hit the bomb attack here so you can see it. See, oh, there's my sweet loop, and all the damage that ensues from unleashing the devastating bomb attack. Alright, there we go. High-speed destroyer. Destroyed. The last game on here is Strider, which is, again, another platforming game. I think this one's quite a bit of fun. Not quite as hard as Ghosts and Goblins, still fairly challenging. Again, very simple controls. You got the sword and the jump. Strider is a game that I never really got to play in the arcade. My first experience with this, I think it was actually on Xbox One, so it's a newer version of the game. It's quite a bit of fun. Pretty fast-playing game. So is this one. I'm really glad it was on this cabinet, because I don't think I would have really ever experienced it otherwise. At least not the original. No shortage of things attacking you here. I think it's interesting that they back up when you come back at them. Now, occasionally, we get some power-ups that drop, which, like this right here, which can give you this drone that follows you around. Which is pretty cool. Nice little thing to have there. Oh, sweet, I actually made that jump. I don't think I've ever made that jump before. So, again, you know, it gets pretty hectic. Pretty fast game here. Alright. Yeah. That drone's really nice to have. Saving my butt here. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, I really don't know what to do here. Not that. Obviously not that. It's got a little bit of a slowdown there. I don't know if that slowdown's to be expected in this game, so if you were playing this on the actual arcade hardware, if that would exist or not. Oh man, this doesn't look good. Oh, guess I'm starting that over. earth. Yeah, I really don't know what to do here. I'm kind of stuck inside this thing. That was not the right thing to do. Alright, final thoughts on the Final Fight Arcade 1-Up Home Arcade Cabinet. I think it's a lot of fun. It has 4 great games on it, a good variety of games, which I think that's pretty cool. I have a main machine, but having a dedicated cabinet's really nice. All the games on here play really well with the same control scheme, so I think that's excellent. It's very accessible. My kids can play it easily. Friends can come over and play it. Everybody can just pick it up and play with it. Well, maybe not pick it up, but, you know, actually, they could pick it up. This thing's light, and that's one of the big pros of it. It's easy to put together, doesn't take up a lot of space, easy to get home. Totally not things you would say about a traditional arcade cabinet. Yeah, some people will say it's a toy. Maybe it is. But it's a fun toy and I enjoy it. Now, should you go out and get one? It's up to you. Depends on the amount of nostalgia that this holds for you and what it's worth to you. I got a good price on it. It's totally worth it to me. I don't know that I would have paid full price for it. But for what I paid, I think it's great. It really is. It's easy to put together. Lots of fun to play, and I'd recommend it. Alright, well, I hope you all had fun watching this. I'm going to be doing some more videos like this. I got a Street Fighter 2 Arcade 1-Up that I'm going to review. Got a main machine behind me that I'll probably talk about at some point. A virtual pinball table that I built. Along with all kinds of other random things that I'll probably show you guys and like to talk about. So, if you want to know when that happens, please subscribe. I guess you need to ring the bell, as they say, to get all the notifications. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Sorry to waste your time. Hopefully you did like it, though. Alright, have a great day, guys.